Hello and welcome to this broadcast, to this live stream, to whatever this is. Peace and love to you. I'd like to start with a quick song of peace and love, peace and love. Here we go. It's peace and love to you and me and to the world. Thank you. I am Darvest. I am the founder of Face and Time channel, and today we are looking at Colorado Forest Being's latest video here titled The Revisiting Dead Puppy Shrine and Mammoth Door. Thank you to Callie and to Callie's family for supporting Callie in these endeavors, and thank you to Callie for going out and for making these videos and for, posting them. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to take a look at this and to discover what we see here, which in this video, friends, this is these absolutely unbelievable. So let's take a look at it. I also wanted to point out that there's something I've discovered, the portable rock art, which is appears to be a Native American form of rock art, where they would have these little rocks that had faces on them. And it was, I don't know if they were used as, what they call them, effigies, stone effigies, and portable rock art. And Jim Gaskins, there's a book out there by Jim Gaskins called Rock Art of the High Plains Hunters, I believe it is. Anyway. What we're going to look at today, though, is a bunch of common themes. Like this right here, this shape. Is an eye. Now it's obscured by these trees. But basically, this features that we're going to look at today, everything has been shaped and painted in the past by past man. Everything that we're looking at, everything you see here was touched by man. All of these rocks were painted. Now, this top part here of this rock, whatever this rock is, and this is probably the shape of something, but this is covered in like some lichen here. So all the paintings that were on the top in this section, we cannot see those because they are covered by lichen. But if you're me, you can pick out these shapes. Like this right here. Look, here is a face. Here's two eyes. Here is the nose. Look, there's two little dots here for the nose, and here's the mouth. Look at that right there. But this eye shape, you guys, we're going to see this eye shape over and over in this video. Now, if you're following along in Callie's video, this image appears at approximately 1 minute in the video. We can see it down here. I think it says 59 seconds, actually. So you can go back and you can screenshot this yourself, and you can see for yourself what is going on here. Let's clean up this face here a little bit. Look at that. Just take this over here real quick so that you guys can see this. Here's the two eyes. They came in here. They chipped this out. They made this shape right here. I am not a fancy artist, you guys. Like, I'm just some guy who just recently picked up the Creta and a digital art pen so that I could make these videos for you and show you what I was seeing. Look at this. Let's take a look at this guy over here. All right, I don't see anything over here. Let's take a look at the next photo. Oh, but let me come back in here really quick though, because this is interesting to me. Somebody might come along and be like, "What?" Because this shape, we're going to see this over and over again. Okay. Now, this image comes at about 33 seconds in the video, as you can see down here, and we're going to look at some eyes right here and some faces. And this, again, all of these rocks were shaped and painted in the past, at least these ones that are lighter color here. And I'm going to show you that there's a face right here. This is the outline of the face. Here's the hair. This right here is it's the hairline. Here's her mouth. Here's the eye. Here's the other eye. Now, a lot of these features, the nose were painted, or I think they've been knocked off or worn off over time. You know, these are old. Now, look at this rock up here. This rock up here has been chipped out. It's been chipped away like they would chip away at like when they would make those knives or scraping tools out of rocks, or they would make arrowheads out of obsidian. They would chip the rock away. So here in this case, they would chip the rock away and they would make a face and then they would paint it. But we're looking again at the eye right here. Here's the eye. And here's the other eye. Oops, it maybe comes over there and like that. Are you seeing it now? Here's his mouth. Here's his mouth. So this would have been painted in the past. Right here's his ear. Right where the ear you would expect it to be, looking at it from this perspective. Look at the paint here on the rocks. This is painted. Had some crazy hairstyle, maybe. Look, all of these rocks are shaped right here. This is chipped away. You guys see this right here? All these little lines are right here already. Look at this. No, he definitely had some funky hairstyle here. All right. Now, how about this rock? Is there a face on this rock? Look at the discoloration right here. This pink rock, very different to the color of this other gray rock over here. I don't really see a face there, but again, though, we can look at the pink rock here where this was all chipped away to make this guy's stylized hair, but the rock over here doesn't have that. In fact, it's all covered with lichen. If there is something here, I don't see anything here. Nothing here. How about over here? Look at this guy. Here's a face right here. Here's a face right here, up in the corner. Here's his neckline. Look, his nose is right here. Here's his eye. Face. He's got some funky thing over here on his nose, but I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe he has like a helmet. A lot of these things do appear to have helmets. Okay. Look at this again. Now, if we do agree that this rock over here is all chipped away, if we agree with that, and if you look at the Jim Gaskin's portable rock art, then he would point out that this right here looks like an eye, and that this right here looks like a mouth, and that they would use these angles to show the nose. And so you'd have to look at it from the perspective of like you're over here and you're looking this way. So if you can, in your mind's eye, somehow give yourself that orientation, then it helps you to see, look, here's the nose, right? Here's the nose. It looks like a female. She has a very small mouth. Look here, the chin line coming around. You have to have the perspective. And Callie will say, all of these rocks are placed here with intent. They are all placed in the exact place where they're supposed to be. Now, even if this rock wasn't here, this one, I would say that you could still see the face over here of this lady, but you have to be looking at her from that angle. And there might be another face when you're looking this way. Like you'll get to this left side of the face over here, and you'll look this way, and you'll see another face. So even though we're currently looking this way, if you started looking the other way, you would see this other face. So when you guys go out and you're walking through the world now, take these new eyes, take these perspectives with you, and look at these rocks differently, because you might start looking for these eyes. That's what I saw first when I was walking through the world and started noticing all of these faces. And I noticed them in Montana first. And then somebody sent me Callie's videos about a year or two ago, and I was very interested by those. Let's zoom in on this a little bit here, because this rock again could have been painted in the past. So we're looking at her eye, and I'm just noticing over here. Let me show you guys something. If we are assuming that this rock was chipped away like they would an arrowhead, and then you could say that, and then they came in here and painted it. Well, look here. Start looking for the shape of faces. Look here. Here's his ear. Here's the chin line. There's something going up right here. These lines are already here. Look at that. Look at that. There is a face right there. Now, from the perspective of way back here, like say you're walking up from half a mile away and you see this rock and you see the giant face over here, you would not see the little tiny guy. Look, when we scan back here, we don't hardly see that at all. So you're walking up to the side, you're chick, 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 chick. You see these two faces, they're huge. And then you start walking up and you're like, oh, look, here's the mouth of somebody else right here. Look, here's her mouth. Here's her nose. And then you get up closer. And you're like, oh my gosh, here's this other guy. Oops, sorry. Look, there's another one, Mom. You can just hear the kids getting excited. Oh my gosh, there's another one. It happens to me. So if we say all of this rock was painted in the past, was the entire thing covered in paintings? Was it only painted in certain places? I think there's a lot of argument to be said that the entire thing was painted in the past. A lot of times I'll go in here and I'll draw these things and I'll be like, okay, Look, here's a hand, it looks like. You guys see that? It's my hand on the thing. Okay, we see handprints in the Southwest all the time, so maybe a handprint isn't that strange to see. Now, look at this color over here. Let me zoom in on this guy. I always like to point out the white or the pink versus the gray rock, because that can sometimes indicate something, but I don't really see anything here. All right, let's take a look at the next. Let's just start with these eyes. Now, in Thigo, when you look at the higher res version of this, it's, again, it looks a lot better. This rock has been chipped away, much like I was saying with the arrowheads, and it's not very clear in this image, which, again, I looked at this last night and I thought it looked better than this, but here we are. So we're going to deal with what we got. I'd like to point out that here in the center of this person's forehead, there is a flower right here. And this flower is going to be blue. Not sure why I did her eyes in white and yellow now, because that looks kind of terrible. Now, in this case, I think maybe there was some construction here. They used like the mud brick construction-y techniques or some other constructions to make the nose and the mouth. But I think we can see here the eyebrow line pretty easily. And then this rock over here, there's some patterns are here, but it's very difficult. Like, I don't know if you guys are seeing these lines across here. There's a whole bunch of lines across here. So was this rock relieved in the past is the question. Like, again, if we say that all of this was shaped and all of these rocks were placed here, like Callie is adamant that all of these rocks are placed exactly in this place, exactly where they're supposed to be at right now, like they were intentionally placed, even though they look like regular rocks, especially now in their current state. Now, if we look over here, we have another face in time. Look, here's his nose. Here's his mouth. Here's his chin line. Goes over here. He's got a helmet. His little eyes are probably under here. He's got a big hat on. But look, here's his chin line coming up right there. He's got like an ear right here. But he's got like one of those big Russian hats on or something. And we see some better resolution in the video. Now, if we say that's a construction, then what is this guy doing over here? Is this a construction? Again, it's very, 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 very blurry, and I thought I had a better thing here, but a better photo. but I don't really have one apparently. Is this somebody else sticking out right here? Do we have somebody else over here? Are you guys following me? Like these guys all have like hats on or helmets. This guy's got like a bird hat on. In fact, this might look like a bird's beak from a different perspective. And that's what we see in the rock effigy things. All right, let's try a new window. Next photo. Elephant. Okay, so this is an elephant. If you guys can't see the elephant, then we'll just have to point out his eyes are right here. The eyes were probably filled with jewels in the past. Let me come back over here with some black, and these were probably filled in with some jewels and agates and maybe quartz to catch the sunlight. And then look here, look at this forehead, you guys. I was kind of surprised Callie didn't catch it, but look, it has a lot of times in India they'll put the chalika on the forehead of the elephant. Just like they'll put the chalika is the little dot on the forehead representing the third eye. Look at those interesting, the features here, you guys. Look at this right here. Right here. Look at this. Right here. This is giving him his eyebrow right there. And then look right here. There's a line right here for the eyebrow. And on this side, he also has these straight lines coming out for the eyelashes. Maybe. But look at this definite, he's got these definite lines coming across, just like a real elephant would have lines coming across on their nose like this. Now, don't look in here just yet. We're gonna look in there. We're gonna look in there, but not just yet. Right now, we're looking at elephant. Look, here's the headline. What size is it? There's elephant. Oops. Here's the tusk right here. I was like, where's the tusk? Is that it? Is this it coming up from the bottom? There's definitely something here. Could be somebody's face right here, actually. Again, you get up close, and then you start seeing the faces. Oop, oop. Could be somebody right here. What do you think?